Town, but you don't see him. Hides in the shadows, taking love for free. Naughty kitty, purring, pouncing till I cannot say no. I'd give it all if he can handle me. Ooh, ever, baby. Spin me, dizzy, dizzy, and around, and around. Ooh, ever, baby. Spin me till we're busy, busy, and around. If the ladies watching, they can see my body moving. There's nothing pretty about a beat down girl. I'll be the one to tame you, fuck you up and rearrange you, invite your fantasies into my world. Ooh, ever, baby. Spin me, dizzy, dizzy, and around, and around. Ooh, ever, baby. Spin me till we're busy, busy. Let's get busy. And around, and around. Let's get busy. There is a man who walks around the town, but you don't see him. Hides in the shadows, taking love for free. Naughty kitty, purring, pouncing till I cannot say no. I'd give it all if he can handle me. Ooh, ever, baby. Spin me, dizzy, dizzy, and around, and around. Ooh, ever, baby. Spin me till we're busy, busy, and around.
All right. Well, good morning and welcome to Suiji 2020, where we currently have 0 players on screen, but I'm pretty sure there's players in the lobby. Another day of fighting with the tournament client begins here in the losers bracket round 6. 2 matches today, starting with Stan K-pop Uwoo, followed by Milky Warfare versus Bad Omen. Will get us our matchup for the losers bracket semifinal match. But to get there, we're gonna have to deal with some tournament client, because you know how it goes. We always have to deal with some tournament client. Today's recent issue, the lobby just not showing up in the tournament client, and now that we've got it going, the players not showing up. I think they're underway on the map. I don't. Yeah. So at some point in the near future, we will get to see Osu Gaming on the screen, but currently that is not the case. So before we get there, we will talk about the teams, because gotta have something to talk about while you guys get to stare at the tournament client's 8 empty client iterations. On the left-hand side, we have Stan K-pop Uwoo. They were the 29th seed by BWS coming in. A seeds Shiroha and My Angel Miku. B seeds Slowburn, aka Fasto Frizu and Korlak. C seeds Civiloth and EZ Pi. D seeds Melver and Desperi. Shiroha, aka Doomy, has been one of the best performing A seeds, I would say, in the tournament thus far. And he has really kind of dragged this team kicking and screaming through the tournament bracket so far. He was a big part of their couple of tiebreaker wins earlier on in the tournament, and anytime that they win, it's often largely on his shoulders. We'll be interested to keep an eye on Civiloth as well today. I think it seemed like he may be falling off a little bit on the late round pools after some really ridiculous performance early on. He kind of, he was injured and dealing with a non-normal setup, and his scores just, kind of dwindled compared to his earlier performance. So we'll see how he does here today on, the hardest pool yet. And the rest of the team is just kind of, I think, gonna try to back everyone up as best they can. On the other side is Team. The least imaginative team name that we saw this year, I would say. They're made up of Musty Rikia at the A seeds, Lunar's Eddie at the B seeds, USMC aka Ahmad, or apparently Ahmed or Ahmed. I've been told literally 4 different ways to pronounce his name, but it's spelled Ahmad, so make of that what you will. He is joined by Saryi as the other C seed, and then of course Khan119 and Lovely Flower the D seeds. Bit of an enigmatic team, really. I think they've outperformed expectations of them that were admittedly somewhat low, I think, early on when we were doing the team draws and in the early days of the tournament. I don't think that people anticipated them to be as strong as they are, but they have a very capable AC duo with Musty and Rikia, the latter of whom has been performing incredibly well lately. Lunar's and Eddie, the latter of whom there is kind of back on form. Really has been playing quite well as a B seed. And then the enigmatic Khan, who, we all know the stories about his ludicrous performances in solo play recently. And his not quite living up to that expectation, but still solid tournament performance, I guess would be the easiest way to put it. His scores have been okay. His accuracy has been really bad. So he is kind of one that's tricky to understand, but if team are going to win this, I think Khan is going to need to really perform well. He has been a player who, that, like you said, the expectations have been very, very high. So do me there with it playing all but 4 maps so far in the tournament. And that is going to be the end of our second warm-up, so I'm going to take this opportunity to real quick switch the skin to the correct one. Actually, I'm kind of scared to switch the skin to the correct one because I'm worried it'll break something. Okay, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. This is a very scary feeling because I don't know if this is a good idea. But hopefully nothing breaks. Suck here. We are praying that that didn't completely break everything. Wish us luck on that one. Yeah, reload the tournament client here. We'll get into the ban phase. Okay, it didn't break everything, thank God. And we get Tide Machine for our trouble. Let's go. Of course, you guys can't see the tournament client yet, but we'll get there in just a moment. The song slaps. To fix it, you just can't do it immediately, Dada. Like, you have to wait a minute or two, and I don't know why. First pick is going to be Nomad 3. Which is, of course, as you can hear, Amelia's Shadows of Cats. Holiday. Holiday, of course, being the taxonomic family containing the animals we know as cats. In order, Carnivora, class Mammalia, phylum Chordata. Interestingly, of course, the term cat refers both to the Felidae in general and specifically to what we know as the domestic cat. There are 3 subfamilies differentiated by the ossification of the hyoid apparatus and the cutaneous sheaths which protect their claws. Thank you, Wikipedia. Actually, that's been re-revised, but that's kind of funny because the hyoid apparatus, that's the thing in like the tongue and the larynx. It's a bone that's not attached to anything, but it supports your lower jaw, basically. I learned that from anatomy. So, we have rosters in. We have Slowburn, Melver, Shiroha, Ezzy. We have Rikia, Khan, Saryi, and the Lumineers. We are good to go, ladies and gentlemen. Match 1, map 1 for today. Best of 13 losers bracket round 6, Stan K-pop versus team. I am prepared for the low accuracy FC from Khan. I am prepared for Rikia pop off because she's been doing that, I hope. And interestingly, of course, we are starting off without Civil Oath for Stan K-pop. So we did discuss whether or not he might be a little bit skill capped on these late round pools. We'll see if he's even here. I don't know. He's been kind of hit or miss lately with actually participating in their matches due to his IRL circumstances. Keep an eye out because I think that could be important. Whether or not he is present. First break is going to come from Khan over on team before we've even gotten through the first drop here. Already holding on just fine through that stream. You see Saryi and Rikia on the SS for team. And Khan did not in fact break, so we are 4 FCs to 4. I would like a tournament client where I know when people actually break instead of having to guess at whether it was an actual miss or Mancho. That would be cool. You're gonna see a small lead on the side of team. Melver's accuracy struggling a little bit. Basically the difference between the two teams' overall scores. Almost a third of the way through now. Yet to see a break. Oh, well, just kidding. Lumineers and Ezzy both finding misses on that quick little buzz slider. Lead does shift over to Stan K-pop, but it is still 3 FCs to 3. It's going to remain pretty close for the time being. We're going to wait and see who breaks next. That's going to be an important one. Somebody breaks in a vacuum. Through the stream they go. Through the spaced out section, everybody hitting that as well into the next more difficult section. It's going to be Lumineers breaking again for team. Stan K-pop extending their lead out just a little bit more. 300, just under 300 combo lead for Ezzy over Lumineers, who breaks once again. He is having a bit of trouble with this portion of the map. Melver just barely hanging onto his combo as he hits a couple of 50s. Other players still maintaining. Saryi will be the second to break for team. That looked like a slider break. We'll see if it was a real miss or Bancho. Melver, though, trading it right back, as well as Shiroha. Now just 1 FC left for Stan K-pop on that of Slow Burn. Meanwhile, Rikia and Khan still FCing for team. And as expected, Khan all the way down at 96% accuracy, but still holding on to the combo. He's missed a bunch of slider ends, but he is still FCing, and that's going to be what will bring team back in this one if he and Rikia can both hold on. Ricky is still up at 99% accuracy, doing quite well for herself in that department. Melver and Slowburn both completely dying on that cut stream, and Ezzy as well, so this is going to go all over to team as Rikia and Khan are still holding on to the FCs. Very impressive performance from those two, should lead to a team victory on their first pick here. Saryi does find a break, but the combo advantage is just too massive for team now with the double FC still alive and Stan K-pop with nobody over a 350 combo. Rikia does finally break the FC. Khan, of course, still holding on to his, because why wouldn't he be? Just the ending to come, really, and this is a formality at this point, as it is a 200,000 point lead for team, and they still have an FC who is going to build up a lot of quick score here at the ending. As long as he can hold on. There goes Ezzy once again. The combos are building back up for Stan K-pop as Saryi finds a break. Oh, Rikia and Khan and Saryi all missing at the end here. Just not going to be enough time left at this point. Fortunately for Stan K-pop, they got the breaks that they needed, but just too late. And team take their first pick by about 230,000 points. Khan with the 2 miss, Rikia with 4. Khan, of course, the lowest accuracy in the lobby, 96.2%, 73 100s. But it's a combo game. Get the best score, 794K. And that will give first point over team on their own pick. I think overly unexpected there. Rikia and Khan, both very strong combo gamers on maps like that. Shut up. And they displayed it, you know? Now we'll see the first pick from Stan K-pop, which I would expect maybe a faster map, some sort of speed or DT. Something like maybe it could be Victims of Contingency, Take This Life, Luna. Okay, it's Luna. That was gonna be my next guess if I'd gotten there, but before they picked it already. You have 3 DTs available here, Predon, Luna, and Marionette no Kairaku, with Kanjo Chemistry being banned, and their first pick is going to be one of those 3 maps. Luna, of course, AR8, no mod, it's 9.67 with DT. 6.33 star Frostmourne map from, I want to say back in like 2012. This is a relatively old map. Yeah, 2012 on this one. Kind of Frostmourne's heyday, really. His maps, I think, back then were way ahead of their time, so it may be from 2012, but I don't think it really looks or feels like it. So in 2 minutes, 19 seconds, 267 BPM. And we do see Civil Oath coming in, so kind of as expected in for the DTs. See how things go for him. What'll be his maiden performance in this match. Also see Despairy coming in to replace Melver at the D-seed slot. And we do see USMC Ahmad in for Luna. Team's all set. 2 changes for Stan K-pop. 1 change for team. Get underway here. Map number 2. First pick for Stan K-pop. Little classic Toho area DT for the players to enjoy, and for our viewing pleasure as well. This is actually a pretty good song. Alice's Emotion, you know, you really can't go wrong those old Alice's Emotion tracks. Couple early breaks, Mod and Desperry. Ahmed, I don't know. Somebody like give me a verified name pronunciation for him because I feel like I'm getting trolled. Ahmed. See? Literally, I asked for a name clarification and 2 people give me 2 different pronunciations. I'm pointing at my second monitor at that. I get 2 different pronunciations the instant. That's why I ask, because I'm genuinely not sure if it's like pronounced differently than you would expect it to be. Because normally that would just be like Ahmad or Ahmed. But nobody wants to be sure on it. This is trouble here for Slowburn. Doomy and Civil Oath, as well as Desperry, holding big combos for Stan Kpop. Rikia and Lunars both FCing for team. Of course, our classic DT client lag coming in clutch here. Get a nice little PowerPoint presentation of a map. Lead just slightly on the side of team. They have a bit of a combo advantage. Maybe. Oh, okay. I'm not going to believe that all those players actually just missed. I really don't believe that Slowburn, Rikia, Khan, Desperry, and Lunars all missed there. There's no way, right? Like, that had to have been client, right? Okay, maybe it wasn't client. They all have, like, combo again. So it's Civil Oath versus Ahmed. The only 2 players left FCing with combo, actually. I don't know what to make of that, but team are gonna... What? Nope. No, what? Alright, well, team in the lead here by a pretty small margin, and they should be able to run with this with Shurha and Desperry missing. No, Ahmad finding a break as well, so Stan Kpop back in the lead as Civil Oath held on. If he can maintain this FC, they should be able to win this. It'll be a pretty small margin at the ending here. This is going to come down to the absolute wire. Mod with another break, though. Doomy with a break at the end? Is it going to matter? No, it does not. Civil Oath with the FC, carrying Team Stan Kpop to the victory on their first pick. That was a pretty solid performance, 6 100s, 1.1 million. Did what he needed to do. So Civil Oath, not skill capped, I suppose. We're gonna go ahead and say he is in fact not skill capped. Thank you very much. A 1-1. Both teams successful on their first picks here. Feeling pretty good about things. Have a little bit more back and forth, a little bit closer than the first, but you can count on Civil Oath to bring home the bacon. FC. That's gonna be some good-looking match costs for him. Of course, the second pick now to come from team. Maybe do they play hidden? Nope, guess not. Hard Rock, Sayonara Cosmonaut, Mythuse Extra, Hard Rock number 1 is the pick. The Digital Hypno Special, every map pool has to have an map in it, I guess. Everybody's favorite Osu artist. Some nice bleeps and bloops. So on 6.42 stars, 200 beats per minute. 2 minutes and 36 seconds long. There are 284 sliders in this map. Standard CS4, so CS 5.2 AR10 with Hard Rock on this one. Eddie coming in saying Eddie HR. So I don't know if he doesn't feel confident or if he thinks it's weird that he's in for Hard Rock. I feel like he's a player that I kind of just expect to see in on stuff. He's very good at filling. Looks like Stan K-pop gonna keep the same roster with Slowburn, Shiroha, Jesperi, Civil Oath. Team just swapping in Eddie for Veneers. Keeping some pretty similar rosters here. I know that one of these 2 days Musty was not potentially going to be here. I don't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday, but I heard tell he might not be here for one of these 2 days. So might have been today. I think Rikia is obviously solid enough to play every map herself, so not going to be the end of the world. Still like to have the option. A couple early breaks for Stan K-pop, Slowburn, and Civil Oath, the latter falling victim to the quick buzz slider pattern. Shiroha, Yumi, you okay, bud? Don't know what that miss was. Civil Oath and Ahmed both missing as well. Rikia Khan and Eddie still in the FC here for teams. They will take an early lead. Shiroha did not in fact break. That was Bancho, as I kind of maybe thought. He and Jesperi still FCing for Stan K-pop. Slowburn not too far behind, really. Broke fairly early on. Not anymore, though, as he finds another miss, so no longer going to have that big combo backing up the two FCs. Rikia, though, finding a break for team. Is now Khan and Eddie. Just kidding, it is now just Khan as Eddie finds a break, presuming that that wasn't Bancho. I feel like I have to put a disclaimer every time I call a break. Jesperi gonna miss as well. This one's really down to Shiroha, Khan, Ahmed, and Civil Oath at this point. Pretty much matched combos, and Civil Oath falls apart on that long stream. So Dooming's gonna do what he can, but he's got a tall ask in front of him as team have a pretty big lead and a lot of combo as well. Slowburn finding another break. This one is pretty comfy for team, it looks like. Hard Rock proving to be a good selection for them. It does break, but so does Shiroha. Yeah, this one's... there's no combo on the side of Stan K-pop. There's still a third of the map to go, and there's really no combo anywhere. Just Eddie with about 500. Doing pretty well for himself, I would say. Making it through some of these longer streams and buzz slider patterns with aplomb. And we'll just come toward the ending, and you can see the score gap is nearly 500,000 points, so this one is all but over. Team looking quite strong on this map. And into the ending we go. This one a convincing win. Somewhere in the order of 600,000 points. Favor of team. They will take the 2-1 lead. First 3 picks all won by the team selecting them. On with the S rank. Because of course. Ricky is saying, I've been playing for 14 hours, help me. Yeah, she streamed like all night. And I don't know why. Because so this match this morning and then 3WC that's at midnight UTC tonight. I don't know if maybe she plans to like take a nap after this before that because there'll be plenty of time. I mean, this will be over somewhere around 11 a.m. local time for her. Or is it noon local time? Ohio's UTC -4. And the match is at 8 p.m. local time, so like there's time if you want to, I guess, just take a little afternoon nap, because I feel like playing Osu for like 16 hours and then having another tournament match sounds like probably a bad idea. But so far, performance not suffering overly. Bottom scored for the team, but they're in the lead, so at the end of the day, it doesn't really end up mattering. We'll go on to the second pick now from Stan K-pop. We'll tie things up 2-2 in the early goings here. It's going to be another double time selection. DT4. So DT3 and a DT4 here for Stan K-pop. This one is, of course, the Miku DT speed pick. Marionette no Kairaku. Controllable difficulty. It is 300 BPM. Which is a lot of beats. Like, that's a lot of beats every minute. Not a small number of beats per minute. More beats per minute than I would like. I don't even like beats very much. It tastes like dirt. 2 minutes long, so another relatively short one. This DT pool, pretty short in general. Only one map over 2 minutes, 20 seconds out of the 4. It's another, of course, AR8 plus DT, another 1.7-ish. Shiroha saying, if you ult, you're a bitch. Yeah, because everyone can single tap 300 BPM, right? I know I can. Easy. Finger looking like a fucking jackhammer. We do see Lumineers coming in, as well as Lilyflower, as well as Sargi. So, team changing 3, excuse me, of their members for this pick. Stan K-pop switching 0. Gosh, where's Korlak, man? I need Eric in. Eric Speedplay, come on. That being said, we are going to get underway here with map number 4. Yet to see a breakpoint? I don't know that I expected to come here either. I think this is a Shiroha Sibiloth map, and it's going to be really, really laggy. I'm just going to let you guys know ahead of time. Like, this is going to be like 1 frame per second map because it is really high BPM DT in the 2020 tournament client. And there's, to date, nothing I've found to do about it, so. Is that Apraxia in the background, man? Well, we'll get to see at least a couple of the notes being played. Looks like Stan K-pop having some trouble in the early goings here. Only Dumi left with the FC. Meanwhile, Ricky, Sargi, Lilyflower all holding combo for team. Those are some A ranks, though. Those now are some A ranks, as we see a couple breaks. Ricky, Lilyflower, Lumineers all missing, but Dumi misses as well, so there's no FC left on Stan K-pop. Sargi still has a pretty big combo, but Stan K-pop has plenty of room to come back here. They do, and take the lead, as they do, because of the 3 combos that have been built up by Slowburn, Despair, and Sibiloth, who does break. As does Despair, as does Slowburn. Okay. Lilyflower and Ricky broke as well, but Sargi and Lumineers, nope, just kidding. It's just Sargi holding on to some combo. Tied with Dumi, who of course didn't actually miss, because why would a miss in the tournament client actually be a break? Jesus Christ. I should be ashamed for even thinking such a thing would have happened. About 61,000, excuse me, points, all that separate the teams here. Sargi and Dumi, combos that are big. Coming into the last quarter, players will be able to see the scores in the break. Let's see. Dumi single tapping. Sargi alternating. Will either of them find a break here at the end? It is Sargi that finds the miss. Dumi still holding on. That'll be able to, I think, potentially bring this back. No, he breaks as well. Slowburn and Despair, though, still on some combo. That'll be enough to bring this back over for Stan K-pop in the last moments. Coming up with some combo when it counts here at the end are those two. And, well, it went over to Stan K-pop, I'm pretty sure, because somebody instantly left the lobby before it even ended on my screen. Lilyflower pieced out of there. Not a bad score from them, really, 457k, but the point did go to Stan K-pop regardless by, ended up just being a 57,000 point margin, quite close. Dumi, actually, one miss, 924k, that's kind of sad. Very unfortunate. Single tap, Chads always win, he says. That is quite the victor speech. Two to two goes the source. Yeah, Stan K-pop winning both of their DT picks to get this match going here. We've got team's third pick to come. They went Nomad Hard Rock. Will they stay in one of those? It says right here. They do not. Team continuing to pick from different mod pools. They're going to free mod. Free mod 3, Akari ga Yatakita Zo. They're just picking like the weird name maps. And because I guess they're just picking the long maps, right? They picked Shadows of Cats, which is 4 minutes 14 seconds, and now they're picking Akari ga Yatakita, which is 4 minutes 51 seconds. That's my brain expanding right there. 4 minutes 52 seconds. God, save me. To be honest, this is like not that bad of a song. I don't love it, but I mean I don't hate it. It's kind of weird, but there are worse. Alright, we are getting underway here. It's going to be Shiroha Silver and Melver Civil Oath, Rikia, Saryi, Khan, and Lumineers. 2 hiddens per team. Melver, Civil Oath on side of Stan K-pop. Khan and Lumineers on side of team. So Rikia, Saryi, Silver, and Shiroha. Your whole top row, Nomad. Your whole bottom row, hidden. That's kind of nice. Very aesthetic. Probably not planned, but I appreciate it anyway. Do you guys think Habib just like gets off to 5-minute long hidden alt maps? I mean, he did that shit in Hippo Cup too. It was like the longest map in any pool in the tournament other than tiebreakers was just a fucking hidden alt pick. I'm gonna be honest about this though and say that I don't know when anything interesting happens in this map at all. I have not so much as looked at it, so I'm just kind of reacting to this. I don't know anything about this at all. Literally, I've never even heard. I've never seen this map before. Oh, that's a gate right there. That's Shiroha, Melver, and Lumineers all breaking, as well as Civil Oath shortly thereafter. That was an aim pattern. So it's going to be Rikia, Saryi, Khan all holding the FCs. Slow Burn, the only FC. So, not anymore. Okay, well. Is this one of those where it's just over at like 600 combo and then you have to wait another 4 minutes for the map to actually end when you could abort it and it would just not change the outcome at all? Because I feel like that might be what's going to happen here. Because that was what happened with the pick in Hippo Cup, where literally it was over halfway in every single time it was played, and then it still had another 3 minutes to go. And I just wanted to shoot myself every single time. Currently I have Rikia and Saryi on big combos for team. Very good accuracy for both those players, and a near 300,000 point lead already. There's no combo at all on the side of Stan K-pop. I mean, this is actually just that map again. It's actually already over. Unless team literally completely shits the bed. Well, that's a shit the beddable pattern as Rikia drops her FC. Fucking Zigzag alt aim. That's a thing that belongs in a map pool. Sorry, breaking as well. Okay, see, when I mentioned team shitting the bed, I was like trying to make a joke, but they actually kind of just did. Their only big combo left is on Lunars. Doomy, Slowburn, and Melver all have almost a 500 combo apiece. I mean, it's a 330,000 point score lead, but it's still half the map to come. If Lunars and or Con break, maybe not. Slowburn finding a miss there. There's like, I don't know. You'd say it's a diff spike map, but they're like so dispersed. Hard to describe. Ricky, Akon, and Lunar is all on pretty decent combo now. Gonna hold that lead for team pretty comfortably. Sorry, has a couple hundred combo lead on Slowburn as well, so. If anybody wants to take a nap for the next 2 minutes, be my guess, because the lead, guess what, is still 330,000 points. Sorry with a little question mark. Yeah, it happens, man. Oh, there's a break from Connie and Lunars. Maybe don't take a nap yet. Just kidding. Melver broke as well. Oh. Okay, so this is where things happen. Melver breaking again, Con and Lunars. But Rikia and Sari still in the combo. Shiroha, Civil Oath. Rikia breaks, Civil Oath breaks, Melver breaks. Okay, alright. Yeah, the lead's just not really moving all that much. However, there is no combo on team, and Doomy has a near 1,000. Slowburn has over 450. I mean, this comes down a bit, but it's still 240,000 points, right? I mean, yeah, Slowburn broke. Oh my god, Doomy's holding on to some insane combo here while everyone is breaking around him. This would be a pretty remarkable solo carry if he hadn't missed earlier on, but I don't think he's got enough points left to be able to bring this back. Props to Doomy for making this one interesting, regardless of how it ends up finishing with this 1,200 plus combo. He is definitely gaming right now, but I just don't think it's going to make a difference. Now the lead comes back to just over 100,000, but yeah, not enough. 122k margin of victory for team. He'll take a 3-2 lead. Man, I tell you what, if Doomy hadn't had those early misses, he actually could have solo carried that. He came really close. 598k, best score in the lobby by a pretty solid margin, like 82,000 points. Unfortunately, his team is not able to back him up quite well enough. Sari and Rikia both had decent enough scores for team to maintain the lead on that one. That was another minute longer. Yeah, give me the 6-minute alt hidden free mod pick. Like, just inject that directly into my veins. Let's fucking go. God, there is nothing I love more. Just the sound of that has me at full mast. Alright, that being said, DT number 2. So we're seeing 3 straight DT picks in a row for Stan K-pop here. Pre-Dawn by Nicode and M2U. The song is a slapper. It actually bops. This one is our lowest BPM DT. It's a variable BPM, but it averages 210. 6.42 stars, just 1 minute 26 seconds long. It is AR 8.8, which that's what, like 10.1 or something? 10.1, is that right? Give or take? DT? Ushiro Slowburn, Disparity Civil Oath, Rikia, Sari, Khan, and Lunars. So everybody getting ready really quickly. That was very little time in between those 2 picks. Yeah, it's like just over 10.1. It's close enough. We'll see if Stan K-pop can emerge victorious on 3 straight DT picks. They will now have exhausted the DT pool. So they will have to choose something different for their next pick, whatever it ends up being. As I said, maybe expecting something like Nomad 2 or Nomad 5. But first, we have to play Pre-Dawn. Only a little bit uncomfortable, maybe because of the approach rate, but anyone comfortable with reading over AR10 shouldn't have too much trouble with this. It's not a super high BPM map. A little bit of finger control required, though. It's going to find a break from Civil Oath. That is the first miss of all 8 players. Assuming that was not Bancho, we'll take a look at his combo to make sure. But it appears to have been a legitimate miss, so that will be the lead over to side of team. Part of the song is really, really good. Big fan. Despair gonna be the second to break. Stan K-pop gonna be in some trouble here as team still maintaining the 4-way FC. Decent enough accuracy to stay in the lead. Sorry you're gonna break, but so does Slowburn. There is now only the FC left of Doomy. Ricky Khan and Lunars all FCing for team. They are looking really good on this pick. Was this that kind of bait, you know, leaving open the DTs after banning DT in the previous week? Well, it looks like it's going to be successful for them. Nearly a 4 million score. It is going to be a 4 million score for team with the triple FC on Rikia, Khan, and Lunars. That was damned impressive from team. Shiroha, the only FC from Stan K-pop. That was pretty impressive. That was a big win. That was 789,000 points for a break point. That just was remarkable. Lunars with the top score, 1.1 million for his team. Doomy, 1.15 million, slightly ahead. But Ricky Khan, their FC is backing up Lunars a little bit better than Slowburn and Despair did for Doomy. And that's going to be 4-2. That's our break point. Team now in the driver's seat a little bit if they can win this next pick of their own, try to consolidate that break point. It'd be a 5-2 advantage, only 2 points away from the finish line if they can emerge victorious from whatever they select here. No Hard Rocks, no DTs left. We still have most of the Nomad pool, the entire hidden pool, and what, free mod 2. I would expect maybe a Nomad pick here. Nope. They're gonna go back to the free mod pool. So we're gonna go Akari ga Yatsukita into Ano Yoiki no Bus ni Note Saraba. My favorite map, my favorite song in this pool. Let's go. You know, I was saying 2U is gonna be like the next Yorushika where it's just 2U in every pool, and here we are with the 2U pick. It is happening. Ano Yoiki no Bus ni Note Saraba. That's a mouthful. This one mapped by Deca. Ranked back in January. It is CS 4.2, AR 9.5. So you get CS 5.4, 5.5 if you go Hard Rock on this. But I expect probably mostly Hard Rock. 240 BPM, so it is a little on the faster side. 6.52 stars Nomad, making it one of the higher star rating picks in the pool, actually. I think this is second only behind Nomad 1. Oh, third, excuse me. Behind Nomad 1 and DT4 in terms of base star rating. Oh, I lied. Hidden 1 is also, but they're like really similar. 6.56, 6.55, 6.52. They're all within a very close margin. This one's 7 stars with Hard Rock, if anybody dares. This is such a good song. Oh my gosh. I love every 2U song though. I like have not heard a 2U song that I didn't instantly fall in love with. And this is another important point here. Things start to get a little more tense as we get farther and farther through the match, and with team looking to take a 5-2 lead here, this point becomes pretty crucial. If Stan K-pop can win this, get that break point back, they give themselves the opportunity to tie things up 4-4. If not, they're suddenly picking at a 5-2 deficit. Got Shiroha, Melver, Slowburn, Ezzy against Rikiya, Saryi, Khan, and Eddie. I'm assuming it's just going to be 2 hiddens per team, you've got Melver and Slowburn hidden for Stan K-pop, and looks like Rikia and Eddie hidden for team once Eddie loads in here. Yep, that will be indeed. So we get a nice little kind of crossing pattern. Couple of early breaks, it looks like, from Saryi. So an early small advantage for Stan K-pop. Check something here real quick. Khan gonna find a little bit of a break too. It's easy to miss on notes that are kind of stacked on the end of sliders like that. Slowburn showing that as well, especially with hidden on his part. We've got Shirha, Melver, and Ezzy FCing for Stan K-pop against Rikia and Eddie, the FCs, with hidden for team. Into the first chorus. Slowburn gonna find another break. The other 3, though, still keeping their FCs. Oh, Rikia! I think that was a slider break. That was really unfortunate if that is indeed the case. Right at the end of that Ki. Team would have had a chance to take the lead back, but not anymore. Now that Ricky and Eddie have both have both broken. English language, please. Sorry, you're gonna miss, as well as Ezzy. Those were about traded. But we do still have Melver and Doomy on the FCs for Stan K-pop. See the accuracy there from Doomy playing a big role. 99.2% best AC in the lobby. Through the second verse we go. Come up to the second Ki here. Stan K-pop maintaining just about a 200,000 point lead. Melver will, though, break immediately, as does Rikia, as does Ezzy. Doomy is going to have to carry this once again, it looks like, for Stan K-pop. Melver and Slowburn missing as well, though there's not a lot of combo on that side. This lead can come back. There is more than enough time for this lead to come back, and Doomy breaks as well. Oh boy, that is not a good look, as Khan, Saryi, and Eddie all keeping their combo for team. I don't know what just happened to Stan K-pop, but they just fell completely apart, and this lead is going to go over to team in short order. Stan K-pop actually just inted, and the lead over to team. Just the ending, last chorus of the song. Khan does break, but Saryi and Eddie have more than enough combo to keep a very comfortable lead now. Saryi, though, does break as well. Yeah. Ending is pretty straightforward here. Boy, Eddie's just got to hold on, and he does slider break, but it's right at the very end. Oh, Doomy broke! It wouldn't have mattered, but it would have looked real close if he hadn't missed there. And team consolidate the break point. That is a 5-2 lead now. Just under about 160,000 points or so on that one for victory margin. Eddie with the S rank. Just a couple of slider breaks for him. No FCs. Best score coming out of Doomy, 680k. Still performing quite well, but just not being backed up by his team. You look at Ezzy with that 370k, it's just not going to do it, unfortunately. Now 5-2. That's where things start to get a little scary. 2 points away for team. And they're... Wow, Stan K-pop picking no 1-1. So it's Kime Taiyo hand in hand, friendship difficulty by everyone's favorite Nomad 1 Hard Rock 1 mapper, Skyflame. This is like the ultimate Nomad 1. It's Skyflame, it's anime as fuck, like it's literally Love Live. It's 4 minutes long, it's 7 stars. Like, can you get any more Nomad 1 than this? I don't know if you can. I think this is like the platonic ideal of a Nomad 1. You literally can't get more NM1 than this shit right here, man. so we just await a fourth here for Stan K-pop. It looks like it will be Civil Oath. Gotta be. So Doomy, Melver, Slover, and Civil Oath against Rikia, Sari, Khan, and Eddie. Musty indeed not here today. Not seeing, of course, much of Lily Flower, as Khan is by and large the superior player in most cases. All right, into Nomad 1 we go. Stan K-pop throwing up a little bit of a Hail Mary here, I think. I don't know. Nomad 1, it never seems to really favor anybody, especially in cases like this, where it's 7-star aim. Oh, God, look at those jumps. Yo, anybody want to collab that background, though? Who wants to collab that background? Did see the early break from Saryi, but Civil Oath is going to break for Stan K-pop, so combo advantage team, score advantage team. Looks like One Piece. That's a joke, right? It's Love Live. What? Rikia gonna find a break as well. We haven't even gotten to the first key high yet here. Gosh, this map is like just Skyflame as hell. There's full screen 1-2s. And no breaks as we head into the first key eye with Stan K-pop ahead by a small margin, just about 30,000 points. Players looking pretty comfortable with their aim on this one. 1/3 jumps, anyone? And coming out of the first ki, a lot of big combos. Lowest combo is Rikia with just under 400. Lead still in favor of Stan K-pop, of course, by about 40,000 points, growing slightly. They have a small combo lead. Freeway FC still intact for Doomy, Melver, and Slowburn. Meanwhile, on team, Khan and Eddie FCing with Saryi a bit behind them and Rikia a bit farther behind still. Hitting about the halfway mark, any breaks in the next jump section going into the next ki would be really big if they do occur. And here we are. Slowburn is going to be the one to miss. It's for Stan K-pop. They find a break on one of their 3 FCs. Everybody else still holding on as we head into the next ki. Hope y'all like some more big jumps, because that's what you're getting there on the menu. Civil Oath finding another break as well. Saryi, though, trading right back with him. That does say in combo advantage in favor of team as Melver finds a break as well. It is now just Doomy left for Stan K-pop once again. Left to solo carry is Doomy. But Eddie and Khan are still FCing, and Rikia has an 850 combo. Team is going to run away with this one. As they can hold on just a little bit longer. We have a bit under 1/3 of the map still to come, and obviously the big jumps never really stop in a map like this. But that is quickly almost a 200,000 point lead. Slowburn finding another break. Oh goodness, Melver, Slowburn, Khan, and Eddie all missing in that pattern. Saryi gonna break as well. Well. If Rikia holds on, team might be okay here, but Doomy is still on the big combo, and Civil Oath has about 400. No, not anymore. It is just Doomy. I don't think he has enough with Rikia still with a 1200 combo. Doomy might show up with the FC here, but it's not gonna end up mattering, it looks like. This is going to be, looks like another point for team. Rikia does break here at the end. Dumi still holding on through these massive jumps. My goodness. Okay, well, all right. I mean, Dumi's insane. Dumi's like literally playing so well, and it just is unfortunate that it is not mattering. That is a 4x100 FC, the only FC in the lobby coming out of him. But just didn't end up mattering. A 120,000 point victory here once again for team. And that is match point. 6-2 for team, the lead. Stan K-pop do not deserve Chris. All right. So this could be the last pick for team. Move on if they are successful. Stan K-pop down to potentially their last map, in this tournament. I always make that mistake, I don't know why. Stan K-pop down to possibly the last map in the tournament. Team taking their time with this pick. I mean, they don't have any free mods, they don't have any DTs, they don't have any hard rocks. This has to be a hidden or a no mod. Nomad 1 gone, Nomad 3 gone. Now just pick Lilac, man. Come on, you know you want to pick Lilac. Just do it. Oh, nope. Give me Genga Ozo Foon. Somebody get Dada here. Nomad 4. Alt pick by none other than Dada himself. 45538B. Is that like actually an artist name? How do you decide to call yourself that? Where does that come from? It's like the sort of thing that only KT Gster would like randomly come across this artist, or maybe I just don't. Oh, it's actually just 45. Okay, that's cheating. Why can't they just use the same name instead of being like, oh, we're 45? Nope, we're actually 455-38B now. This one is just 5.56 stars, but don't let that fool you. 3 minutes long, 153 BPM. It is a beat map. It is definitely a beat map. I think we're set here. Shiroha, Melver, Slobber and Civil Oath, Rikia, Sari, Khan, and Lumiers. GLHF's in chat. And here we go. Said potentially the last map here. Match point for team. They attempt to move on to the losers bracket little final. Losers bracket round 7, losers bracket semifinal, whatever you want to call it. It's not the losers bracket grand final, not the losers bracket final. And this one is just like really tricky in so many ways. The finger control, the stamina, the control aim. You see Sargi, Lunars, and Slowburn all breaking early on here, but this one goes on for a while, as we said. It's 3 minutes long, and it is basically this for much of that time. Han with a miss as well. Just Rikia left with an FC for team. Meanwhile, Shiroha, Melver, and Civiloth all on the FCs for Stan K-pop. There's that square. That's a pattern. Slowburn misses it. Civiloth misses it. Melver and Doomy both did hit that, as did Rikia and Sargi. Early lead, though, is sitting on the side of Stan K-pop. Try to see if they can get that up to 100k. Well, there goes Melver, there goes Civiloth and Slowburn. Sargi with the miss as well. God, those patterns are cancer, actually. Rikia does break, so Doomy the only FC left. Khan and Lunars, though, both with a bit of combo. This is like, I don't know. 50k lead for Stan K-pop. Doomy with the continued full combo. Lunars doing pretty well for himself, actually. A 440 combo for team, keeping them in striking distance on this one as Rikia and Sargi build their combo back up, matching Slowburn and Civiloth. Pretty similar combos across the board. The only big difference is Doomy with the FC that he is still holding on to. And that is helping to maintain about a 100,000 point lead for Stan K-pop. Just the last third of the map to go. It's not settled yet, but Stan K-pop looking pretty solid here. Potentially their first break point, keeping them alive at least one map longer. Civiloth does break. Doomy, though, on the very important FC run. To ending patterns we will be coming as Sargi finds a break. Lunars, Khan, and Rikia all in pretty big combos, but so are Melver, Slowburn, and of course Doomy. Slowburn and Civiloth both finding breaks near the end here. Is there time for this to come back? This is a pretty note-dense map, so there's a lot of score. But Doomy and Melver still holding on, maintaining that lead for Stan K-pop into the ending, and they do hang on. Doomy with another FC. He is actually just going to get ramen and top match costs, and I don't know if he's going to win, but he's going to get ramen and top match costs out of it, and that's really what matters at the end of the day. 97 AC. Full combination. Did not even drop a slider end. That's actually quite impressive. Doomy actually has currently toggled. Somebody please check his PC for the presence of Aquilanet. Aquilanet? AQN? A chance. Unironically, Doomy's match costs are going to be ridiculous for this if he keeps this up, because he is just like popping off. If he gets pulled down by anything, it might be Shadows of Cats and Luna. So we'll see, but he's looked really good on these last few maps. So 6-3 the score. Stan K-pop with the next pick. What do they even have left that they can pick that they might feel good about? This is the question. What do they feel like Doomy can carry them on that they won't drag him down? I'm still kind of surprised not to see Victims of Contingency. Maybe Take This Life could be a pick. I genuinely could see that happening, but I'm not gonna like hold my breath or anything. I don't think it's Answer. I don't think it's Border of Ecstasy. I don't remember the bands. We had Hard Rock 1, DT 1, Remod 1. What's the other band? Or Hard Rock 2, I mean. Hard Rock 2 DT1, Free Mod 1. What's the other band? If they're smart, they pick Border of Ecstasy. The problem with picking Border of Ecstasy is it takes Doomy out. And I don't think I'd want to take him out. Yep, there it is, no mod 2. Is victims of contingency Darabans extra. Somebody at Daraban in Tyler's server. Like, hey, your map is on stream. So Nomad 2, you know what Nomad 2 means. 3 minutes 27 seconds, 210 BPM, CS4. Time for Doomy to get another egg. Maybe he gets like double Chashu or something. At least give him an extra fish cake, right? Like, just you know. All right, well, Shiroha, Desperi, Slowburn, Civiloth, Rikia, Eddie, Khan, Ahmed. Doomy is actually just gonna vibro single tap the fucking stream somehow. I don't know if keyboard could even follow that input, but I actually think this is a pretty good pick for Stan Kpop if Civiloth can play as well as he's capable, and so can Fasto. I mean, Doomy's probably gonna do well on it, like just on every other map. So it's down to his team. Okay, well, maybe he's not gonna do well on it. Danger, danger, danger. Okay, he's actually doing fine. That was just the client. I was really worried there for a second, but that was just the tournament client being really bad. It was just the tournament client, guys. Everybody's still FCing. Do not be alarmed. I hate this fucking client. Somebody like clip that and send it to Peppy. Be like, what is your client fucking doing, man? Tournament client literally just note locked itself. It wasn't even the player, it was just the client. It was like, oh, he missed one note. Just kidding, he missed the entire stream. That being said, Civiloth did find a break, so team do have the lead. They're still 4-way full comboing. Eddie with some very good accuracy, you'll note, 99.4. Meanwhile, Khan 93, 95. These numbers are really hard to read. Is Civiloth 90%? See, oh, wait. Nope, Doomy did not miss. Doomy did not miss. I repeat, did not miss. This freaking client is so bad. Still a 4-way for team. Oh, okay, we're gonna see if that was actually a break from USMC or not, because obviously we have no way of knowing any time a break occurs if it really happened. It did not. They are still full. They are still 4-waying. It was not a miss. All right, so basically just assume it's not a miss until proven otherwise. Like, I think Desperi and Civiloth had actually both this break. Yeah, Civiloth and Desperi had broken, and this one is honestly kind of over already, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Eddie, no! Oh, Slowburn, no! Well, team will not have a 4-way today. And the earlier discussion of whether Civiloth is skill capped may be becoming a little more relevant, as he is really struggling with this pick. I mean, maybe he just can't play 210 BPM stream maps, but this is not working. All right, poor Doomy once again on the FC, but just not gonna matter. Rikia and Khan still FCing. No, Khan not anymore. Honestly, if Rikia breaks like right now, Doomy can solo carry this. 400k, no he can't. The rest of team would have to die as well. Which they're kind of doing, but just not gonna matter, I don't think. Looks like it's going to be Rikia and Doomy both FCing this, and this is going to be it. Team with Rikia full comboing Nomad 2 will be the victors, 7-3. Doomy FCs, and once again, it's just unfortunately not enough for his team. So 264k. But Rikia with the FC, Khan with a big combo, and that will be your victors team by the score 7-3. Moving on to the losers bracket, round 7. They will face the winner of Milky Warfare versus Bad Omen tomorrow morning. Congratulations to them. GG, well played to stay in K-pop as well on a hard-fought match that unfortunately just got away from them a little bit here and there. Very good performances from team. Incredible performance from Doomy, just unfortunately was not quite enough. So he will, along with his team, be eliminated. And that'll be it for the first match of the day. We will be back in about an hour at 16:30 UTC for Milky Warfare versus Bad Omen. I'm gonna shut the stream down until then, so enjoy your @everyone ping in an hour's time for the next match of the day to determine who will face off against team tomorrow. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you all in just a little bit here.